Yo, what is up guys? It's the Nightwing at Way of Life Esports coming at you guys with another video here today. So Travis Gafford put out a video on his YouTube channel talking about the 2021 offseason for the LCS team. So we have heard some crazy rumors and we only really have a few things confirmed. As we know, Bjergsen is leaving TSM, Kirks is leaving Cloud9, Sword Art has left TSM, and Bwipo has left Fnatic actually, and we have pretty much heavy rumors indicating that Alphari is leaving Team Liquid as well. So with that being said, I hope he has some great information about what the LCS rosters could potentially look like for the 2022 season. But remember, guys, if you are new to the offseason, nothing can be officially signed until November 15th of any offseason month. The offseason month to sign a player when after the team is exit out of Worlds and everyone's pretty much just waiting to see who's going to win the World Championship for that respective year. There's a big day in November, which is the free open agency period where the teams can officially sign the players that they had been talking to for the past couple of weeks before the day actually opens up. Nothing can be official until starting that day. And then all throughout the month, we're going to be learning about who's going to be on what team, coaching staff, etc., etc. All right, let's go into the video actually. Fuck Game Fuel. It's all about Kickstart, baby. Kickstart. Fuck Game Fuel. Game Fuel tastes like dog shit.
Fuel and some Alienware stuff, some fresh roster rumors and reports. I've got some stuff for you.
Okay.
That I think you're gonna like.
Okay. Just like my wife.
Sponsored by Alienware.
Sponsored by these nuts.
Sponsors. FTC disclosure. Boom. All right. So we'll do the standard thing I always have to do, which is nothing can be signed until later this month, and so what I'm about to say are the sort of projected rosters. I will give you the idea of how certain I am on these things based on how many people I've heard the stuff from and how certain and done deal it seems to be. So just don't burn me at the stake if you misunderstand how off-season works. I explained this in my contract video, so go take a look at that. And also you can look at my predictions video, though I think I'm going to end up getting a lot of this wrong, as we'll get into. So very first, also subscribe and like this video because it really helps and encourages me to do more of this stuff. Anyway, let's talk about the one that I think is a done deal. So Team Liquid always gets their roster work done early on, and I think they're done. Based off of everything I've talked to people, I think that they're done today, and it makes sense for reasons I will explain here. But 90% certainty, unless something's crazy wrong on my end or goes wrong last minute for TL, somebody backs out or something, the TL roster, Bwipo, Santorin, Bjergsen, Hansama, Core JJ.
What the fuck?
So
they have Hansama?
Person missing there. This also might be like the most expensive roster ever. I don't know. I have to.
Whoa! Hold on. Bwipo, Santorin, Bjergsen, Hansama, and Core JJ. Is that not the best team? I mean, we'd have to see fucking the rest of the LCS rosters, get built during the 2021 offseason, but oh my lord, they got rid of Alphari, Jensen, and Tactical. Wow. That is, hey man, hey guys, that is always how Steve works though. He fails at Worlds, he rebuilds the roster, That's basically just Steve putting his dick out going, we can get rid of Jensen, Alphari, and Tactical. We can pretty much almost win a championship. They literally almost won a championship in the LCS 2021 Spring Split with all those roster issues they were supposedly having behind the scenes. Having Bjergsen is going to be crazy for them. Holy shit.
Assume that they're paying a ton of money.
Oh, no fucking shit. Santorin's contract is almost $1 million. Bwipo's not coming for cheap. Bjergsen doesn't play for cheap because TSM had a competitive offer for him. And Hansama, well, obviously Rogue sold Hansama to Team Liquid for a lot of money, probably.
For some of these players and to some of these players, and oh boy. But that's what I'm fairly certain is going to be Team Liquid's roster. Again, something would have to change last minute, or just a ton of people would have to be wrong. So Team Liquid fans, there you go. That's what I believe you are feeling for next year. Anyway, congrats to Team Liquid. Obviously, that raises a lot of questions for somebody else. Jensen. Where's Jensen going to go? Okay, well, right now, believe, and a lot of people believe, that there's kind of an assumption. I shouldn't say that there's sources that like believe that this deal is done or anything like that,
Mhm.
but a lot of people believe that he will be headed to EG. So let's talk about EG.
Oh shit.
So almost certain they're keeping Impact. Almost certain both Contracts and Sven are out. I mean, like almost certain. I understand both of those players are looking for teams, and I hope both of them find teams because I think they're both great. I think there's a decent chance that they land Inspired. You know, Inspired has been a name that's been sort of bandied around a lot of different teams, and the most recent rumor seems to say that he might be headed to EG. I do know EG's roster stuff is not done yet, so it's not like there's a formalized roster. They're still figuring stuff out, but Inspired is one of the folks um, that could end up there, and I think Jensen is likely. I know I said earlier on Hotline League that I was worried for Danny. Since then, I've heard that it looks as though he's staying. Ignar possibly staying. So almost, yeah. Impact almost for sure. I would guess Inspired, Jensen, Danny, Ignar. I feel like one of those things will change. We'll
Wow.
see. Okay, 100.
If that roster pans out, that's also a really good roster. Impact, Inspired, and Jensen. That's an insanely good top side. Danny and Ignar, pretty solid bot lane, for the LCS 2021 summer split. I mean, that's a really good roster for Evil Geniuses. They upgrade in mid and jungle the things that they needed upgrades in, that they were obviously struggling in, for like these last past, like 4 splits, they've been playing in the LCS actually as an organization. Wow, okay.
100T continues to be as ephemeral. No, that's not the word I'm looking for. What is the word where you
Stale? Because, like, what can they really do? What can 100 Thieves really do outside of upgrade someday? In my own personal opinion, they should just upgrade someday, and that's it, honestly. Roster's fine.
It's like hard to believe. They talk about this a lot in Good Omens, which I watched recently. Anyway, um, it's hard to say. I don't know if they're going to make any changes, though. The one that I have heard rumored is that they will run a 6-man roster with Tenacity. If I recall last year, their Golden Guardians player acquisition was kind of late in the game, so unlike TL, who always moves first, there's a good chance that 100T might be making some last-minute changes. I don't know. Maybe they're going to try to grab somebody. I mean, they're in a good position, I feel like, with the roster they have, so who knows what will occur there. But again, at least one rumor, one source has told me Tenacity would be a 6-man for them. On the Immortals front,
Correct me if I'm wrong, is because they have Kenvi and Tenacity. Is Tenacity the top laner academy person for 100 Thieves? Because, like, I heard a lot of people want the jungler to actually play. They want that guy to get a shot. But either or, Kenvi and Tenacity are like these hyped up rookies that a lot of people have been talking about. Whichever the guy is, Tenacity or Kenvi, pick the top laner guy, And if Closer starts maybe shitting the bed, maybe going into the 2022 season, just, play the other guy, It's not bad. I mean, 100 Thieves only really need a top lane change, They don't really need anything else.
I had originally heard Revenge might be out, though since then it sounds like Revenge and Xerxes are both staying with Immortals. I can say that with pretty high levels of confidence. And also with pretty high levels of confidence, I can say Insanity and Raze are out. They've both, I believe, publicly said that they're exploring options.
Okay.
And we will see what happens there. I haven't heard anything around Destiny, so maybe we can just assume they're staying there. I'm not sure.
I'd imagine they keep Destiny and Xerxes. They played with Giliota before, in past other rosters. So I mean, I'd imagine those two will be staying. I mean, I like Revenge, but I mean, what else can they do though? It's Immortals. Like, no good player is gonna sign with them. They have to build up players though, or sign budget-esque players.
One interesting thing on the Immortals front, though, is that Gyoto, their coach, is apparently in high demand from top teams. Now, he's under contract, so IMT would have to be okay with him leaving and perhaps do some sort of deal around it. I do know Immortals really wants to retain Andre, and so we'll see what ends up sorting out from there. Maybe they can make some deal, or maybe he ends up leaving. We will find out, but I know Immortals would really like to have Gyoto continue to be their coach. So, that's that. On to Dignitas. No idea what this team's deal is. feels like they're all over the place. I don't know if they have a coach. I've heard they're probably retaining Fake God and Neo.
Oh, goddamn. Dignitas. Nobody cares what they do in the LCS. You know? I, lost all faith in them when they got rid of Dardoch earlier this year. Dignitas. Fucking hell, man.
But Aphromoo is probably out. I don't know.
If they lose Aphromoo, they're really done.
We could talk about Aphromoo now in regards to FlyQuest, because
What the fuck? If Aphromoo joins woo! That'd be a pretty nice thing for them, though. I know a lot of people shit on Aphromoo a lot, but he's actually had some pretty darn good back-to-back-to-back splits, actually. He's actually done fairly well recently. He'd be a good support for any team still, honestly. I know he's kind of older, on the older side, but I think he's still fine.
The rumored FlyQuest setup is Jensen and Aphromoo.
Jensen and Aphromoo back together. Oh, shit.
I know this has already been reported, I think, by eSports Maniacos.
Tequil. Yeah, it was reported that Tequil is going to be their mid laner. He was the guy in the French league, actually.
There's so many different people that are reporting so many different things, and even anonymous Twitter accounts or whatever, that I apologize. They're all doing great work. Bloop and Dot, Upcomer, Fion, etc., etc. I'm missing some people, but regardless. Takuli is supposedly their mid laner. I'm almost absolutely certain on that. Jose Dioto is rumored to leave, though this is a potential area where I could see Sven or Contracts going in, though Contracts has a potential other landing place. And then supposedly they're trying out top laners this week. Among the names that I've heard that are being tried out are Hanser and Jenkins. So
Hanser and Jenkins.
Either of those players would be great to see.
I'd be fine with saying Hanser, back on a team. I think he's a serviceable top laner that any team on the bottom end of the LCS spectrum would want to have. Jenkins played alright. No, he played pretty bad. Jenkins played bad. Don't get that guy.
Back in the LCS again. So, Golden Guardians also very hard to know. I think they're not sure what they're doing at this time. Licorice and Olive are almost certainly staying, is my understanding. I believe Chime is gone. And then one of the rumors says that they're going to import a jungler. And then it's unsure on Stixay. Might be a situation where with other players, like Tactical, for instance, who you didn't hear mentioned in the Team Liquid lineup, could slot in here. They could try to go after Sven, because we haven't talked about Cloud9 yet, but Sven is almost certainly out. So we will see what happens there. CLG said to be going cheap. I don't think they have a locked-in roster yet, but if I had to guess based off of the rumors that I've heard, there's a very good chance they end up with something along the lines of Finn, Contracts. This is the likeliest place for Contracts to land. Palafox mid, and then Luger and Poom are.
Okay, so let's talk about Golden Guardians. Does anybody fucking care where any of this roster does at all? Golden Guardians ain't gonna do shit. Stixay leaving, cool. Stixay should have stopped playing so long ago. Actually, he's been so bad. I imagine they still have Licorice actually, and Blaze Olive is fine. They don't need the support. The bot lane was just bad. Yeah. CLG, if Contracts joins this team with Palafox, that's not bad overall. Finn, Contracts, Palafox, that's a what? Maybe 7th, 8th place LCS team, actually. But yeah, CLG should be going budget because their roster last year that cost quite a bit of money did not work out very well. Luger and Poom. Luger's been in the academy scene, and Poom was the 100 Thieves Academy support, actually.
Said to be their bot lane. So they're going to go very, young, inexpensive, everything in that direction. So
young, budget-esque.
That is, probably we'll get one of those wrong, I don't know, but I think there's a good chance that the majority of those players that I just mentioned end up on CLG.
Right, as it hits Cloud9, they have to play an ad. Thank you, YouTube. Come on. Alright, good God.
Who haven't we talked about yet? We haven't talked about C9 and TSM. Unfortunately,
big
I don't have
dogs.
great info for you guys on either of those because I think they are not probably sure what's going on yet. So on the C9 front, here's why I think the Team Liquid stuff locked in, because I started hearing last night and today that Team Liquid's lineup locked in, and I think part of it was there's a rumor that Bjergsen, Hans, and Mickey X were going to go to C9, and when I'm guessing that fell through yesterday, which is why Jack tweeted when he did, and that is why those players ended up on TL. That's speculation on my part, I should say, but given the timing of when the C9 rumors were, and then whenever Jack said something, and then when the Team Liquid stuff got finalized, I'm guessing that like things got sorted, and that's why the Team Liquid roster crystallized. I'm almost nervous to say anything about C9 because it's so foggy. That's the best way I can put it. It's very like off season in general this year is. I'll talk about this afterwards, I guess, but it's very hard to say. But there's rumors they're going to promote multiple academy players to their lineup. I'm very, very confident that Sven is out. I am fairly confident that Vulcan is out. At least he's on the market, is my understanding. Is that, and he tweeted the McDonald's meme the other day, so perhaps that's part of it. No idea what they're going to do mid lane. I don't believe Jensen is going to go here because I don't think that Jensen and C9 want to like reunion, I guess is the best way I can put it. So that is the deal with C9. Who?
I mean, the only confirmed player for C9 is what, like Fudge by the rumors, right? I didn't expect Blabber to stay on Cloud9. I know a lot of people suck this guy off, like, yes, high highs, low lows, blah, blah, blah. He has not played good for the majority of all of this year. Pretty much at the start of, like, MSI 2021, you know? Blabber, Perks, Sven, and Vulcan have all been playing bad, you know? I just don't know what roster they're going to get, though. See, that's the thing. Promoting academy players. Okay, so they would play, who do they have on their academy team? Isles, actually. So he'd be the support. King would be the AD carry. Potentially, this is all potentialness. Oh my god, that's, whoo, my god. Cloud9, it's not looking good. Have the faith, I guess. Cloud9 lost the offseason. Pretty fucking hard. But, I mean, with the money that they are going to be getting probably from Team Vitality, with selling, you know, perks to them, Sven and Vulcan on the market, I mean, it's hard to believe any roster wouldn't pick them up, though. You know, it's hard to believe anybody wouldn't pick them up, though. But they played bad, you know? Blabber played bad, too, you know? So, it's like, well, fuck.
Who knows? I mean, they could end up running a very rookie roster next year, but it could also, for all I know, they're going to import Jovi. Hard to say at this point in time. I think my guess would be C9 is trying to figure out what to do after probably Plan A failed, which was probably the Bjergsen, Hansama, Mickey X thing. The speculation on my part, but that's my guess. On the TSM front, also don't have a lot of great information for you guys here. I think this is the most likely place that Tactical will land. Because then you don't have to import
Tactical reunion with TSM. Ain't that some shit?
an ADC. There's a chance maybe they run Lost again, but Speaka and Tactical are great friends. They just tweeted the other night that they were hanging out almost as like a bit of a tease. Speaka, I think most people believe, is probably very, very sad about Bjergsen leaving, but is still under contract with TSM, so wouldn't it be nice to put a smile on this boy's face by giving him his best friend? Because Tactical and Speaka are very close. So I think that this is the most likely place for him. I think there's a decent chance they run Huni again, and then they would likely import, my guess would be, in mid and support. I've heard that they're importing in mid, which is why I don't believe Jensen is landing here, and why most people don't believe Jensen
That'd be like Humanoid, right? Because Humanoid was rumored for them.
is landing here. I'm not sure if they know who they're getting at for all these positions, so that's part of the reason why I don't know. So those are the most recent rumors for now. Again, please don't hold me over the stake for this stuff. The only thing I can feel really, really confident in from a full roster perspective is the Team Liquid one. Would be shocked if something changes there, because it seems like everybody's very, very confident in that one. And then, yeah, I just want to mention that I wanted to get a video out sooner, but from all the off seasons that I've seen from the outside, this one seems to be the most unusual. I think there's just a lot of teams that don't know what they're doing yet and are figuring stuff out. Things are maybe moving a little slower. Perhaps what often happens is when Team Liquid figures out their roster, because they're usually the first, Steve always wants to be first, then I think you start to see a lot of other stuff fall from a Domino's perspective. So that's now that this Team Liquid thing has happened, perhaps I'll be doing these daily. I don't know. But anyway, if you like the video, please subscribe and follow.
Well, it's really crazy because, like, the only team I care about on here is Cloud9, and, like, I don't really know what they're going to be doing. I mean, likely chances, I mean, they're keeping Fudge. I don't know who their jungler would be. You would have, there's Power of Evil and a Humanoid, right? Those wouldn't be bad mid laners to have overall. They'd be a pretty strong acquisition. Bot lane, if they want to promote King and Isles, I don't really know how that would really pan out, though. I mean, King got his chance to play earlier on in the LCS 2021 Summer Split, and he did not look that good, honestly, on the stage. So I'm not really too sure what Cloud9's roster is going to be. I mean, Team Liquid's roster looks fucking insanely good. That looks like just god-tier level shit right there. But yeah, I really don't know, honestly. I mean, Cloud9 could get Reckless. That could be a thing, obviously, you know. But we'll see how this stuff, you know, pans out. I mean, most of what we're going through right now is literally just, like, speculation and shit like that. I want to see what people have been saying in the comment section below, you know. Good God. That's always crazy. That's just insane. I don't know. It's so crazy. If you're a fan of any of these teams, Cloud9 TSM, it looks pretty, from what Travis said, it looks pretty weird with them right now. But at least TSM would have Huni, Spica, and Tactical. I mean, that's not the worst core of players to have, you know? I think Cloud9 is in the most unsuboptimal position right now compared to, you know, the other organizations, because they've always competed at the top and are gonna need a good roster to do that. So, you know, but I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. I will see you guys later. I will be making more rumor videos as they proceed to come out, if there's information that proceeds to come out, actually, and keep you guys informed about what's going on with the off season for 2021. All right, I will see you guys later. Like, comment, and subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. I am the Nightwing, and Way of Life Esports is signing out, guys. Peace. Have a good day. See you guys later. Deuces. I'm out this thing, man. Peace.